Eric, and you're watching the Uncanny Stream. A little bit of a hiatus. There are some pretty big changes going on. I've recently accepted a job offer that I received on this past Friday. In order to start that job. So, like I said, big changes, as I am currently living in Wisconsin, south of Wisconsin, and I'll be moving to Cookeville, Tennessee, which is about 9.5 hours away from where I currently live, by car, that is. So I'm very excited about that. These past few months I've just been working part-time while I was looking for something more permanent, so it's a relief to have found something that's in my field. But anyway, we are back in Skyrim, starting some of the Civil War quests. And my current objective is to bring a message to Jarl Balgruuf from Ulfric Stormcloak. So, going to fast travel over to Whiterun. And we will give him that message, which comes in the form of Ulfric's axe.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
He says,
Vampire hunters or something. In the old...
men who understand each other have no need for words. So, we're just gonna give Balgruuf the axe and
we need
see
to
what
do
happens.
something about these vampire attacks.
And unfortunately, my controller is acting up again. Had this issue before, where my movement is really hesitant and choppy when I'm moving forward. Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak asked me to deliver this axe to you.
Did he now? The man is persistent, I'll give him that. I suppose it's time I give him an answer. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun?
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Pray wait.
I'm of a mind with Irileth. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man. Or march his Stormcloaks up to the gates.
He'll do no such thing. A dagger in the back is all you could expect.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King. But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his Stormcloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
Godlike Whitemane has been laid to rest, I know. May his soul live forever in the halls of Sovngarde.
Concorded.
This again. That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. The Jarls weren't asked. We were told. And we had to like it.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Damn it! This isn't about gold!
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious. But so am I.
Hold on 1 second. Phone's ringing. Okay, sorry about that.
Finally.
So about this axe. You can return this axe to our friend. The esteemed Jarl of Windhelm has my answer. Make sure he gets it. Proventus, bring me my pen. And the good
Alright.
part.
Are we writing?
So Balgruf has given his answer. And it looks like
You're the Harbinger
we're gonna
of the Companions.
see some fighting between the Legionnaires and guards of Whiterun and the Stormcloaks.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
Just trying to mitigate. Actually, what am I doing here? Just gonna stop in some of the shops here.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Alright, let's see. I don't need that. Or that. Let's see if he has anything that I need. Doesn't really seem like it.
Do come back.
I had forgotten that Lydia was still with me. I recently found her some steel plate armor. An upgrade from the standard steel that she was wearing.
I ain't done nothing.
Just gonna stop in my house briefly. Drop off some of these dragon scales. Put that. And I don't think I have anything to sell Adriel. Oh no, Amryn got killed.
morning.
Guess there was a vampire attack at some point. Hmm. And before I leave, I'm just gonna smith a couple of things here. Still working on increasing my smithing so that I can make dragon scale armor. It's a little hard to make steady progress though with smithing, at least with the method that I'm using, where I'm focusing on making gold jewelry.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some big...
Because really there's only one really good gold mine in the game that I know of, at least. And that is Kolskegger Mine, near Markarth, right here. So if you go there, you can get a pretty significant amount of gold ore, but you have to then wait 2 weeks in game for the mine to reset once you've cleared it all out.
The Imperials have dug into White
Which
Rock.
I have not done yet.
We're rested. I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift.
The Jarl of Whiterun returns your axe.
Then I was wrong about him. You're right, Delmar.
Again.
I'm in no mood to joke.
Give the word, my lord, and Whiterun is yours.
Whiterun is only a means to an end.
I've toured our camps. We're ready, Ulfric. Whenever you are.
Is any man ever ready to give the order that will mean the deaths of many?
No, but neither is every man able to give that order when he must. But you are that man, Ulfric. You've been that man before, and you'll be him again. And these men and women, they call themselves Stormcloaks because they believe in you. They are the meanest, toughest sons of bitches Skyrim has to offer. And they want this.
Central position.
They want this as much as you do. Perhaps they want it more.
You're certain we're ready? Whiterun's army will no doubt be bolstered with legionnaires. And those walls around Whiterun are old. But they still stand.
We are ready. I might be old myself, but I'll kick those damn walls down me to do it.
And I'm sure you could do it too. All right. This is it.
Yes!
Send the word. A new day is dawning, and the sun rises over Whiterun.
Aye, and the sons of Skyrim will greet that dawn, teeth and swords flashing.
So it begins. Make haste to our camp in Whiterun. I want you on the front lines. I have a feeling about you. Your place is on that battlefield. I need you there.
Yes, sir.
Fight well or die well. Talos be with you.
Alright, here we go.
We should take your march. It'll be
Back to Whiterun. With a much different purpose.
That...
So, fast travel to the camp.
are craftsmen. We are sons and daughters of shopkeepers, maidservants, and soldiers. We are the sons and daughters of Skyrim. And we have come this far because our cause is true, because we fight as one, and because our hearts are bursting with anger. The country, for all the true lords of Skyrim. They are old and crumbling, like the Empire whose legion rides them. But we'll tear through them, and the Imperials behind them. Our objective is the drawbridge. If we can find a way to drop it, the city will be ours. Everyone on me! Let's show these Imperial milk drinkers what true lords look like!
These Nords sure do like that insult. Always calling everyone milk drinkers.
Found you! For Skyrim!
Killed him in one hit.
Damn you!
I hate this controller. That's the reason I can't sprint. It's because of my controller. I don't really know what is causing the issues,
For the sons of Skyrim.
but it kind of seems like my controller hates Destiny. So whenever I play Destiny, it's hard to sprint in that game too, because I don't know what it is. It just doesn't do it.
What happened? Not like this.
Just gotta grab some of that stuff from these guards.
Tala smite you.
The arrow bounced right off me. Did you see that?
I'll have your hand. Yeah.
Now I can't shout. And these Civil War battles make it really easy to rack up a ton of arrows. Because pretty much every enemy, you can't search all of them, because, like you saw earlier, when there's too many bodies on screen at one time, they'll disappear. But the ones you can search will pretty much all have about 10 steel arrows. Increase my stamina. I got 3 perk points to use here. But I don't think I can get anything. What's this? Oh, I guess I could do overdraw? Sure. Those other 2 I'll hang on to, though. And one thing I could do in order to level my smithing more consistently is I could spend 1 perk in... Oh, that was awesome.
It's a little late for that, don't you think?
One thing I could do for my smithing is to put the 1 point and get dwarven smithing.
That's enough. I surrender. I surrender. Peace! Everyone stand down. That's an order.
Because with
stand down.
Dwarven smithing, it's easy to find the it's easy to obtain the dwarven ingots.
Your family was
and so
noticeably
then,
absent from the walls.
The strategy there is to make dwarven bows, because they level up your smithing pretty fast and only require 2 dwarven ingots and 1 iron ingot.
And you have no place in Whiterun anymore.
A convenient position to hold now. But mark my words, old man. In the days to come, Ulfric will spread his rebellion thin. And what then? We need the Empire as much as it needs us. We Nords are the Empire. Our blood built it. Our blood sustains it. You, of all people, should know that.
If this was my empire, I'd be able to worship whoever I damn well pleased. You wish to see an empire without Talos? Without its soul? We should be fighting those witch elves, not bending knee to them. What happened? The Emperor's nothing more than a puppet of the Thalmor. Skyrim needs a High King who will fight for her. And Whiterun needs a Jarl who will do the same.
Tell me, Vignar, was all this worth it? How many of those corpses lining our streets wear the faces of men who once called you friend? What about their families?
Enough! Both of you! There is a burning city out there that needs a government.
He's right. Galmar, come. Let us restore order.
This isn't over. Hear me, you old fool? This isn't over. And you, a Stormcloak. I thought better of you. You'll all come to regret this day.
Get over to Windhelm. Tell Ulfric our victory here. Get over to Vendhelm. Tell Ulfric our victory.
Alright. We have
Sure
achieved
showed them,
victory.
huh? Thanks for your part in all that.
So, as Whiterun burns, we will head back to Windhelm to report to Ulfric. And actually, I meant to say earlier, in regards to my pending move to Tennessee and everything, I will not be able to stream as often, as I hope you'll understand. So I'm gonna have a lot of things to take care of, because they do actually want me to be down there by the first week of January. So things are moving very quickly. But I don't see any reason why, once I'm all settled in down there shouldn't be any reason why I can't resume streaming.
We've driven the Imperials out of Whiterun. This is good. Very good. We now control the center. It's a powerful position. One I aim to keep. We'll call you Ice Veins now. For the thick blood of our land has seeped into your heart. Here, take this. It's an Imperial officer's sword. A fitting weapon to use against our enemy.
What's our next move against the Empire?
I suspect you'll be of greater use to us with greater freedom. So you're free to engage the Imperials as you see fit. But I also want you to find our hidden camp in Falkreath. Galmar will have special tasks for you, and will need you when we liberate the capital.
Understood.
Talos guide you.
Okay. Anyway, what I was saying. I will be streaming some different games, possibly, coming up. Namely, Destiny. Because the Dawning event will be starting on the 13th. So I might stream some Sparrow Racing. So you guys can keep an eye out for that. Nothing set in stone yet. But if the mood strikes me, I might stream some of that. And I believe the Iron Banner comes back tomorrow, actually. But I'm not particularly inclined to stream any Crucible gameplay. Because I am just not that good at Destiny PvP. Alright, so I think I'm going to put the Civil War quests on hold for now. And I think what I'm going to do
Countless dead.
is go back to High Hrothgar and see if Arngeir has located any new words of power for me to learn. Because if you're new here, that is one of my goals for this playthrough, which is to learn every shout in the game. So I will be using these miscellaneous quests from the Greybeards in order to find them.
Wind,
Here's Arngeir.
guide you.
Have you located any more words of power?
We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Elder's Blood Peak. And, I'm sure this is not the most efficient way to find all the words. Really, the thing is, I just don't know where all of them are. So it's just easier when I just have a quest marker I can follow. I suppose I could look everything up and it's really not that hard to find words. Jeez. Because most of the Nordic ruins will have one. And generally any dungeon with those iron doors with the dragon motif carved in them will have them as well. So your chances are pretty good if you just clear out every tomb you can find that you'll end up acquiring quite a few of the words. But, come on. Actually... Oh, I don't have any. Jarla's cottage. Oh. 2 dragons. This one's a blood dragon. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. Heal again. I just want to make sure I don't get insta-killed. Then execution. That wasn't so bad once marked for death sort of kicked in. I'll take all that. Quick save. Like I've mentioned before, you don't actually need to stick around with the dragon skeleton in order to absorb the soul. In fact, you can even fast travel to a completely different location and you'll still get the soul. Maybe that was the dragon then. was guarding this place. Anyway, let's see what this word is. Disarm. It's a pretty useful shout. Although, obviously, I'm pretty sure higher level enemies can resist it. But, it's especially useful for, in fact, I think I might as well unlock that, because that could be useful. It's a little bit more useful for, sneakier characters, or maybe mages. Characters who don't really excel in open melee combat. If you can disarm your opponent, it'll put you on more even ground. So I think I will start using that. Because I am using light armor, so I'm pretty squishy at the moment.
Sky above, voice within. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where
Arquin Point. Didn't I already? I've already gotten. Alright, this is interesting. He's given me an objective for somewhere I've already been. He should definitely not give me a place that I've already been as an objective. Oh yeah, now he's taking a lot of damage. Because I think I mentioned it when I came here the first time. The reason that I went out of my way to go to this place without one of these miscellaneous quests was because this place is bugged. And basically I'm not going to be able to complete this quest, which means I'm not going to be able to look for any other words of power from him. Ooh, I hit him with that.
can I serve you, my thing?
She's still got a bunch of stuff. Oh, looks like these are two. Actually, here's what I'll do. There we go.
You lead, I'll follow.
Anyway, what I was saying before, this location is bugged. So even if you haven't already been here, if you get this as an objective from Arngir, I guess I can't really say if it happens every time, but basically even when I go up to this wall, not to mention the fact that I've already learned this word, even if I hadn't learned this, will now never disappear. So I guess I will have to look up all the locations anyway, which is a little annoying. I suppose I could load a save before he gave it to me, I think. But I don't know. I don't think that's necessary. Actually, I'm realizing I think I'm gonna have to go through the College of Winterhold quest line in order to get all of the words. Because, actually I think there's a couple of different locations in that quest line that you can only enter if you're doing the quest. I believe Sarthal is one, which is in this area, and Labyrinthian is another. You can only enter Labyrinthian as part of the college quest. I think what I'm gonna do now is that I've heard some rumors about this Aventus Aretino kid who is performing some sort of profane ritual known as the Black Sacrament in hopes of summoning a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Let's put my weapons away while I'm in town. So, let's see if there's anything to these rumors.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimbar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to... Die, Grilla, die! So... very tired. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. You've come at last! I knew you would!
Are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things. And then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
I'm sorry, boy, but I'm not who you think I am.
Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract.
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Alright. So even if we are not a Dark Brotherhood assassin, it sure seems like this... oh, I haven't been to Riften. Okay. It sure seems like Aventus is pretty hell-bent on Grelad's death. So, we'll head to Riften and see if she deserves his hatred or not.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near.
There we go. Well, had it for a second. It's so annoying.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Mead. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget
I've been looking.
The courier was a few seconds too late. I'm interested to see what happens here. If he'll somehow fast travel with me or something like that. Because the conversation actually did start.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place.
Huh. Well.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Visitor's tax?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
This is obviously a shakedown.
All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
And similar to...
Gate's unlocked.
Take my advice.
Head inside when you're ready.
Similar to the guard outside Whiterun when you first arrive at the city, I'm pretty sure that persuasion check will always succeed. Or at least in my experience, it's never failed.
I had another run-in with a Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
You're not from here?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Why are you here then?
Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
Hey, you, get over here. I want to talk to you.
You just don't want me to leave. You're the only good thing that's
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
Just passing through.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Who are the Blackbriars?
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Got any dirt on this?
Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know?
Is this gem worth anything?
Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double.
Alright. So, Honor Hall Orphanage is over here. Just want to discover the keep first. Alright, let's go inside, see what's going on. See what this Grelod is really like.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelod.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelod. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Yeah, looks like Aventus is justified. So I'm just gonna wait a while till everyone goes to sleep. Oh.
Don't even think about it.
Do they not? Guess I need to wait longer. Do you wanna...
You really shouldn't be here.
Oh, I shouldn't have.
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
Yeah, she deserved it. Not quite as discreet as I was hoping. But, we got the job done. Guess maybe I should have waited before going in. I don't know. Usually I haven't had issues with that in the past. Because I waited until late at night, so they should have gone to bed. I don't know why they didn't.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
Because normally what you can do there is just go into the building wait until night
Well,
and then just
Grelod the Kind.
sneak up
Is
to
she,
Grelod and kill
you know?
her. Grelod the Kind is dead.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
Alright. And that is that. And the reason I'm doing this quest is because I need to get into the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, because there's a word of power there.
They call me a war hero. You use my good. I'm no hero. Everyone, take a look.
Look behind the forge. I think I saw it there.
Whether it's
Although now that I think about it...
Yes. Now that you mention it, I think... Sorry about that.
I don't remember if there is a word of power in the Dawnstar Sanctuary or not.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Courier found me after all.
Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never gotten more than one message at a time from a courier. And this is actually a letter of inheritance from Amren. Because, as you guys saw earlier, Amren was killed at some point during a vampire attack. And if you have done his quest, which is finding his family sword, if he dies, then he will. If you've done that quest and he dies, then you'll get that letter of inheritance. I think I'm actually going to.
Everyone, take a look.
I'm actually going to make some steel plate gauntlets for Lydia. One of these.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade.
Should be good. Yeah. You got me up to 58 smithing.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
So you can have those. Actually, I can take... Oh, not all of them. she's gonna have to hang on to some of them. Let's give her
Let's get going
3
then.
of those. Okay, and what's this? Oh. Okay, actually, I don't know if I ever finished what I was saying before, but, I guess I did. I'm not sure if there's... Actually, I'm just gonna take a second to look it up right now. Actually, no, I'm sure there isn't. I just wanted to make sure that... I couldn't remember if there was a word of power in the Dawnstar Sanctuary or not. Is there one in... Oh, there is one there. I think I already... Oh, okay. Let's do this. We're gonna head to Dragon Bridge. And from there, I am going to head into the mountains and up to Mount Kilcreef, where the statue to Meridia can be found. The reason being, there's a word of power just outside. But I don't think I'll go in the dungeon. Oh.
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their hearts. If they love me not, how can my love reach them?
Alright, so here's the word wall. And I actually only very recently learned that this was even here. Oh, it's a fury. That's good. That is going to be really useful. I don't know where this dragon is.
Restore to me my beacon, that I might guide you toward your destiny.
It's down there. Replace the beacon. I'm not going to do that. Reason being, I don't need anything from in the dungeon. Don't need Dawnbreaker. There's no word of power. And that's a pretty difficult dungeon, or at least there is a difficult boss fight at the end. We've got another blood dragon here. Looks like he's focused on this Stormcloak camp at the foot of the mountain here. Now, of course, he wants to go up there. Now that I've dropped down here. He's fighting something. has decided to attack. Oh, yep, he sure is. Hit him with that? I can't tell. Luckily this one's a frost dragon, which means he can't do a whole lot of damage to me since I am a Nord. So I have a native 30% resistance to frost damage. Wow, what is it fighting up there? Get down here.
I'm going to put you down.
You just do a little bit more damage to it. Make him land. Melee attack sure hurts. I'm not sure how many. Let's take a couple of those. Get another dragon soul. And I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I've actually heard that having Lydia with you makes more dragons attack. I don't know. Personally, I find that a little hard to believe. But I guess there's sure have been enough. Let's see, just trying to check for any places that might have words of power. I'm annoyed that I got that bugged objective. Alright, let's see. What can we do here? I suppose I could start the Dawn Guard. Quest line. Yeah, why not? I think I will. So I'm gonna head back over to Riften, just outside Riften. And you will head over to Fort Dawnguard.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note.
From who?
Don't know. Creepy fella, black robe, couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though.
Okay.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Ominous.
Power of old.
Whoops.
The voice of the Dragonborn.
Once again, I'm forgetting that I don't have Whirlwind Sprint equipped.
I
fear you won't leave here alive.
What? That's a new one. I have never seen that one before. That's not what I was trying to do. Kind of weird that he became aggressive immediately.
I'm warning you. Back off. You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Huh?
It's one of the rarer skill books in the game, titled King. That will increase your two-handed skill. Alright. Oh, once again. That's not what I was trying to do. Guess I'm falling into my spell sword habits. I'm used to having my spell on my quick slots. Alright. Guess they're just gonna keep on sliding away. This controller is driving me crazy. Sure, it's frustrating to watch as well. Alright, here we are. Dayspring Canyon. This is gonna take forever.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is, I'm nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess. You've probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so. Need something?
I suppose I've
Fort Dawnguard.
killed a fair number of vampires.
Bigger than I expected.
Not a whole lot. Actually, have I... I think it's right here. Yeah, I have been to Highmark. Actually, I may have bypassed this. This is a vampire hideout. I think I may have been at a kind of low level when I passed it, though. And I don't think I ever went inside.
This place looks almost deserted.
I don't know if there's anything useful in there, though.
Here to join the Dawn Guard? Good. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Alright.
Why are you here, Tola? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, you're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I'm here to join the Dawn Guard.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything.
Still here. I am at your command.
To a dim hollow. It's the least
Just 38 damage. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Give that to Lydia. As well as a single steel bolt. As
Lead on.
your followers only need one arrow or bolt. They will never run out. Actually, before I do that, I am going to stop at Whiterun. Because I have I'm carrying a lot of stuff. So I want to drop some of it off, sell some things. And then we'll head to Dim Hollow Cave.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Courier.
Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter.
Yeah,
Not sure
as
who from.
expected.
He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like...
And I think I've mentioned before how
Whoa. What's the magic?
it's not particularly clear who these letters from a friend are meant to be from. But apparently it's meant to be Arngir. Oh, no more. Yes?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
I'm also going to smelt some of this ore real quick.
I don't claim to... Take a look.
Now, does she have... Yep, just need one of those. But man, I can't believe that crossbow
Don't forget to check inside the shop if
does
you need it.
more damage unupgraded than an exquisite
Have you
mortar
met my
club.
father? The steward of the Dragonborn when Balgruuf was young.
Alright.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
As you can see,
I don't claim to be the
this
best.
technique is still pretty effective.
Bjorland Greymane's got that on. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a
In terms of leveling up my smithing. See, those 4 pairs of rings got me almost halfway to level 59 from 58. If I had some gemstones to use, it would go a little bit quicker, like I've said before. You know what? I think I might do this.
What brings you to the market?
The greater the value
Well met, kinsman.
of the item you create, the more experience you gain.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Imperial. Take a look.
Let's see, so I will have a bunch of jewelry to sell him.
do come back.
Okay, that's right.
Well met, traveler.
One more thing. Just dropping off some materials at home.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
So I can take all of those.
You lead, I'll follow.
And how many do I have? Oh, yeah, I have a ton. Oh yeah, I may not even need any more. Although I guess I might need... Because I think I'm going to want to make the weapons as well. Possibly. So in that case, this might not be quite enough. But, certainly for now,
I work for
that should be
at the general goods store.
More than enough. Second, just received a message. Oh, this isn't what I want. Let's see. Hello, Legendary Metal. Thanks for checking out the stream. Hope you're enjoying what you see. Alright, so now that we've taken care of some housekeeping, we're gonna head on over to Dim Hollow Crypt. Got some enemies here. So, moving on after making quick work of those bandits. I would love to be able to sprint, but my controller is not cooperating. And so, this is the ultimate Dragonborn run, as you can see in the title. And basically what that means is that my goal will be to learn every dragon shout in the game, as well as to complete the main quest, of course, as well as the Dawnguard and Dragonborn story quests. This place can be a little bit tricky to get to. And hello to the viewer just tuning in. Thank you very much for spending your time with my stream. As I was just saying, this is the Ultimate Dragonborn run in Skyrim Special Edition. And basically, my goal will be to learn every dragon shout in the game and complete the main quests of both the vanilla story and both major DLCs.
No sign of him. Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you stand.
What's going on here?
I was part of the gang in the ruins here. Friend of mine went crazy and stole the boss's sword. They blamed me for it. Look, I'm done here. Mop the floor with these idiots for all I care. Just get out of my way.
Okay, so that's a little side quest there, which I think I will come back to, because there should be a word of power in there, but I think I can never remember how to get to this darn place. Oh, that's right. I need to... I think I can go this way. Yeah. You kind of got to circle around the foot of the mountain quite a ways. If you start from Ustengrav like I did, you can't just walk up here, since it's up in the side of the mountain way up there. But, it won't take long to get there. Can always try to just jump up the side of the mountain, but you'll have an easier time of it if you come over here near the Hall of the Vigilant, which we were told was attacked by vampires. It seems like that is true, or at least there's certainly not much left here. Let's take some of that loot, but you don't actually need to go this far. There's a path up the mountain here, and all you need to do is follow this, and it'll take you to Dim Hollow. So it's kind of easy to miss. It's really steep for a path that you can just walk up. Alright. And the cave is just up ahead. Just up ahead, right here. So let's head inside. Get out of the cold, right? It's certainly been chilly enough where I live lately.
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
Got the first
Coming here alone, a fool like all the rest of them.
first snowfall the other day.
Jet on him.
Luckily we haven't gotten too much yet. Only a few inches or so. Just
There you are.
getting in some sneak attacks while I have the chance. And it looks like Tolan didn't make it. Hopefully he won't mind if we take his stuff. Because he sure won't be needing it anymore. It's been ages since I quick saved, so I better do that. Dwarven arrows. Grab these potions. Some good environmental design here. So even though this chain is far away from the door that it opens, it's got a little window there that lets you see exactly what it does. Because otherwise, if you couldn't see what that chain did, you might spend quite a while wandering around trying to figure it out. So, in that case, most likely you would assume that it opened the gate you had seen before. But nonetheless, just good game design. And I'd like to think that I know a little bit about game design. That is what my degree is in, after all. As I am a recent college graduate, and in fact, I just accepted a job offer. Down in Tennessee, which is pretty far from where I currently live in Wisconsin. But it's a very, very exciting opportunity. I'm glad to have found a job in my field. Although it isn't precisely in my field, it is not a game development position, at least in the traditional sense. But the company that I'll be working for specializes in virtual reality. And they make virtual reality environments for a variety of purposes. Their work is pretty much all client driven. So in that regard it is, or at least it can be similar to making games. But I suppose it depends on the studio.
Hello? Who's there?
Because some game studios are more client driven, and others are not. Another possibility is that one studio goes to another if they need a game ported, for example, although that's probably not quite so common anymore. It would have been more so when closer to the release of the current generation of consoles. I don't think I can shoot through this. Oh, maybe I can. No, So. Because a lot of times a studio would be developing a game for either the Xbox One or the PS4. And they would want to make a version for the previous generation consoles as well, but instead of dividing their own manpower between developing for two different platforms, what they would do a lot of the time would be to hire another studio, outsource a little bit, and that other studio would be responsible for the port to the previous generation consoles. And, in fact, that is exactly what happened with Titanfall, the first game. The Xbox One version was developed by Respawn Entertainment, of course. And but the port to the Xbox 360 was handled by a different studio. I don't remember what that studio is called. I want to say Blue something, or something to do with either Blue something or Moon something, I want to say. But I don't actually remember. I apologize if you can hear that in the background. Phone going off again. We've got a bit of a puzzle to solve here. So basically all you need to do here is push these braziers to the end point of these sort of flames here. So where it stops there, I want to push this. And it is pronounced brazier, I'm pretty sure. A brazier is something else entirely. Mechanism activated.
Who sent you here?
A man named Isran.
I don't know who that is. Is he like me?
Are you a...
Vampire, yes.
Why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story,
fair enough.
Help me get back to my family's home.
Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Serana. And is that an Elder Scroll?
Yes, it is. And it's mine. It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry.
Serana is actually probably my favorite character in this game. Certainly my favorite follower. Oh, that's awesome. out in
I'm a
action.
little woozy, but it might just be from waking up.
Which, as you can see, lets me swing my weapons much faster. But anyway, as I was saying, Serana, I just like her personality.
This feels like the right way. I'm starting to worry.
And she's got some pretty entertaining lines that she says. Although, like any companion, she does start to repeat herself after a while. And, if you didn't know, the voice of Serana is Laura Bailey, who you might know as Lust from Full Metal Alchemist. And if you're into anime at all, and you have not seen that show, I would highly recommend it. Namely, the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood show. There is another show simply called Full Metal Alchemist. But, Brotherhood is almost universally considered to be vastly superior. Just because it follows the manga to the letter, pretty much.
Keep your eyes open.
And
I knew I heard something.
I think, I don't know. I don't know much about the original. The original show. I don't really know much of anything about. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. Alright, there we go. And in here, this is another word of power that I had no idea was here. Until, very recently. And in fact, unlock that word right now. And let's check out this loot. Huh, scaled bracers. I will equip those. And take the rest. Yeah, so anyway, Full Metal Alchemist, fantastic manga, fantastic anime, provided you're watching Brotherhood. And probably the best dub of any anime that I've ever watched. I tend to, because I am
It's so good to breathe again.
a big fan of anime. I have watched many different shows, but I tend to avoid... Oh, this isn't where I want to go. I tend to avoid dubs like the plague, because, in my opinion, they're just... they never seem to be as good as the subtitled version in the original Japanese. But,
Even in this weather,
Full
it's
Metal
better than
Alchemist
the cave.
Brotherhood has, oh, I guess this will work. Has a fantastic dub. Like I said, one of the best. Certainly the best that I've ever watched. Like I said, features the voices of Laura Bailey, like I said, who also voices Serana, who makes a very good Lust. He's got a very sexy voice in my opinion. And the dub also stars Vic Mignogna as Edward Elric, who's the main character, along with his younger brother Alphonse. And another thing that I like about Full Metal is that it's not a terribly long series. The show is 64 episodes. I believe the manga is only something like 22 volumes, which is very brief by normal standards for a manga. So you have things like One Piece, which is still going strong with no apparent end in sight. Hey? Kinda wondered where that Forsworn arrow had come from. But, wait. Huh, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen the Forsworn this far north. I don't think this is even technically the Reach. And although I am a fan of anime, I have never seen or read One Piece at all. It just doesn't really appeal to me. But probably my favorite manga, Rurouni Kenshin. By Nobuhiro Watsuki. Absolutely fantastic manga. Which is about a swordsman in the Meiji era of Japan. Which was a pretty big turning point for the country. Alright, you need to stop.
You think you stand a chance?
Because the Meiji era was one of the major events that happened was a law was passed making it illegal to openly carry a sword, which was obviously a huge change given the prevalence of the samurai given their presence in Japan. Obviously they had a huge influence and wielded great wealth and power. But and basically this main character, Rurouni Kenshin, is he was formerly what was known as a Hitokiri, a manslayer. Well, I think another, like, basically it translates to an assassin. And he fought in a conflict known as the Bakumatsu, which was between, testing my history knowledge here, and I should mention that this is all based on real events. Basically the Bakumatsu was a civil war fought in Japan between the shogunate, which was basically the current samurai ruling class, I believe, and a group of rebels, basically, who wanted things to change. But we have reached our destination here, the very imposing Castle Volkihar, where Serana apparently lives with her family. But introductions will, and that reunion, we'll have to wait until next time. Because for now, I am going to hard save. And that will be all for today's stream. But, like I said, I guess I can't really say at the moment for sure when the next stream will be, because I am going to be very busy visiting family for the holidays, as well as getting ready to move down to Tennessee. But rest assured that I will return at some point. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the future. So for now, my name is Eric, this has been The Uncanny Stream, and I will see you soon.